it's one last ride.
Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need.
Is this normal?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Is this normal? Was it just the beginning hallway that was not normal? Oh, hey.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Yeah, it's back to normal.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet.
Okay.
Simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee... Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I guess we're pretty close to the end here. I'm not sure. There's, let's see. If I go back to the mind control facility, looks like there's more there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Yes. Bucky, why would I not listen to my best friend? My best friend in this entire lonely universe.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I really need the reassurance. Thank you.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay. At the first platform in the mind control facility, I can climb on the desk. How can you tell if you can climb on the desk or not? Like, sometimes you can, sometimes you just can't. Oh! Bucky, are you ready?
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below. Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
Cushioned?
Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path.
Regrets.
It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable.
Inconsolable.
This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually.
That's morbid.
It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Not as long as you in the skip button ending, narrator. Well, this seems normal enough. Oh, I thought that hallway variation, I guess, was just one of the variations that you get.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, these variations. Huh. Just to keep things fresh? Hey, will you ever let me go back to that one area, or have I missed it forever and ever?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
we can do that
entered
same
the
thing
door
again,
on his left.
but without a bucket. I think this is entirely brand new.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
I'm a
of
person.
disbelief, Stanley
There's one
decided
person
to go
here.
up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I wonder what kind of guy my boss was.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
there's
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked,
But you can kind of guess what kind of person the
Stanley
boss is
wondered
just
in
by the size of this
disbelief who
executive
orchestrated.
suite.
Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
I'm so sorry, narrator. I thought you were just gonna say the same thing again. You're right. I should let you play out. Just give me a warning.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Yeah, outside it's all like cubicle hell, and then the boss's office is a freaking fancy pants executive suite. What gives? Well, if you're really lonely without the bucket.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Whoopsie daisies, I just happened to fall off and trip. But nothing broke my fall.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful.
I did it on purpose.
Used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
Thank you. Bit of an aside that I thought about when they were talking about how a lot of people acted superior by sending photos of it, of this bug and whatever on Twitter. Whenever a game comes out, you play it, and then you start forming like your own personal little mini review in your head, right? Oh, this was good, oh, this was bad. Like, I feel like some people might not realize that probably everything that you can critique about the game, the people who made the game already know. Because they were the ones facing that game for however many years they were developing it for. So whatever thought that you have about anything in the game is probably something they realized already. Especially when the game turns out to be not so great. Like, the reason that games are not as good as you expect them to be is not because the developers somehow didn't realize during development, it's because they didn't have the time or the resources to be able to fix all those things. Especially for bigger games, making a game is a big collaborative project, okay? It's like, think about when you do school projects, group projects in school. There's just times where you can't really do too much about it individually because your team sucks, right? Because your group, someone's lazy, they're not doing their work and all that, so... Yeah, I think this goes back to my whole thing about how I really don't like how social media lets people access creators too easily. So there's my rant again. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break here. Ooh. That's new. Okay, but I'm still taking a break, so be right back. I changed my computer clock. We are currently in the year 2035. Do you want to give me an achievement? No? Do I have to start the game first, maybe? I think this is probably gonna be one of the last things, the very last things we do, so let's go back in normally first. I'm not really seeing an achievement here. Maybe I did something wrong? Well, okay, I suppose. Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to the end here. I did see in the comments some suggestions for stuff to do, so let's try them out. First of all.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
You know, I complain about the boss's suite being so gigantic and luxurious, but actually Stanley himself has a room too. It's not a fancy room, but we have a room and all of our co-workers just have cubicles.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
So actually...
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe we're not too low ranking after all. Not as low as I thought. Okay, something else that we can try is this door here. These two doors are openable and closable. Oh, I guess I'll try without the bucket first. Will it make a difference?
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway. Here, with no distractions, to study room 417. Not to actually enter it. No. That would be far too forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside. To see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
To be fair, this room is pretty unique as far as rooms go. The ceiling's not even complete, and the ladder, and like you said, the picture of the horizon. That's pretty good, isn't it? But we can't just stay here. We gotta go. Okay. Yeah, that door, I don't know if that's ever gonna come back again. Should I grab...
No, apparently not.
Should I grab the bucket? Now, you know what? I'll leave it alone this time, and we'll try with a bucket here next time. We're kind of close to just doing the whole thing, so I wonder if I should try the previous endings too, especially since I forgot about it already.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
So I'm thinking about the elevator that we can
Perhaps he wanted to
see
stop by
if
the
we keep going
employee
this way.
lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Yes.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Actually, I wonder if I can... There's all sorts of little actions you can do if you just think about
Stanley was so
it.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Like if I do...
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
I mean, if we're gonna jump... Oh, I was thinking we could go backwards, but we can't.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
I'm just sussing the place out, okay? I'm finding the optimal spot to jump from. Hey, if I jump from the planks over there, I actually do kind of feel like it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, this is... Hey, if I jump on the boxes, theoretically.
Whoops.
Dang
Looks like I
it.
was wrong. How clumsy of me.
So that was just a death ending, but with little bit of extra
All
flavor.
of his co-workers
Alright.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No. No, surely not.
We're bonded at the hip.
Stanley took the bucket with him into this little hallway and closed the doors. This was their hideout. No one would ever find them here. Of course, no one would ever find them anyway because everyone was missing. But Stanley chose to ignore this fact and instead focus on how cool the hideout was. Just him and the bucket, two renegade heroes against the world, inside their secret, undetectable hideout, here, next to room 417. What a treat.
If only we could open and get inside, but you know what? Sometimes being an observer is nice too. Yeah.
Ah, no, apparently not.
Now this time, since we have the bucket, I've been carrying the bucket around a lot. I'm not sure if there's anything new I can do like this. I'm looking at my list here. A lot of the stuff involve... Yeah, not having the bucket with me. Oh, I guess I can try
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to
the
meeting
same
room.
thing, but this time with the
Stanley
bucket,
had felt the
which will
bucket
probably
calling
end in
to
my
him,
death
telling him
yet again.
that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
All the dialogue is blending together. I can't even tell if I've heard it before. Sometimes, because you know, sometimes it changes
Never mind.
when you're not paying
The bucket
attention.
was wrong.
Like earlier when the
Stanley
narrator
took the
got mad
door
at
on his
me.
left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket.
Yeah.
Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? It's true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Huh, I feel like we kind of did this with the mind control facility. I somehow... maybe you have your information wrong though.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Okay, enough messing around. I think
his
the
co-workers
one
were
big thing
gone.
that people were
What could
mentioning
it
was
mean?
going
Stanley
to
decided to go to
the
the
blue
meeting
door
room. Perhaps
without the
he had
bucket
simply
because we
missed the
can't get
memo.
there with the bucket. The blue door as in the red and blue door. But last time I listened
When
to
Stanley
the
came
narrator,
to a set
and this
of
time we
two open
gotta
doors- This was
we're gonna
not the
defy
correct
him.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
See, the dialogue
What
changed.
was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
The color of the carpet. It does change periodically. Might not be.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is a pretty painting. It's a photograph, right? If that's a painting, that's a really realistic painting.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall
Okay, we've heard this
personality.
before.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Yeah, I kind of want to go there, but this elevator...
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, I guess we're gonna do all the original endings as well because we're already kind of deep in
But
it.
Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Wait.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay, maybe most of the endings I can find, except for the annoying ones, like press the button so the baby doesn't die for 4 hours, because I'm not playing this for 4 hours. Hey, there's no intervention! Where's all my friends?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right, my mistake.
You messing with me, buddy?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay.
You have a map.
Yes, I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
This goes outside. There's a car here. Wow. I mean, an entire truck, really, but we're not taking it. Oh!
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay.
I've been spoiled.
We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
He got confused with all his papers. So maybe what the narrator is doing every time
All of his
is that
gone.
he's sitting here watching me from somewhere,
Stanley
a
decided
surveillance
to go to the
camera or
meeting
something.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? Wait, what happened to the bucket? It's just... Wait, the pedestal is gone though, that kind of worries me. That kind of implies that it's not even in existence anymore. Oh.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I can't even go into this one. Did I finish my thought earlier? I was gonna say it sounds like the narrator is watching me from some surveillance camera, and he has a stack of papers in front of him. If Stanley goes left, do this. If Stanley goes right, look at this, say this. It's kind of what it feels like. Oh my god. Oh no.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh, I didn't get to see the sign at the end there. Dang. Are we...
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Are we
could it
back to
mean?
normal?
Stanley decided to go to
no.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
You know whose help we need? My wife from the apartment ending. And also Mariella. Maybe they can help us. Haven't seen them in a long time.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh god, why is it so dark?
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Oh. Oh!
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Most of the time?
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Thank you!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
I did put in some hard work.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Hey!
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart.
But are we actually gonna restart, or... Ooh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow
Wait,
the line.
it's 2.
How simple is that?
Was that always 2, or is that just because it's the Ultra Deluxe? Hey, Adventure Line! Long time no see! I saw you down in the elevator. Yeah, when we had the bucket. You were there. The intervention. But I didn't see you again for so long. Oh, this is a longer one, huh? Not like the other shorter endings. Hey, what you playing? Solitaire? Can I play? I like Solitaire. Dude, what the hell? Are you on Windows 98 or what? That looks so old. Hey, we're finally back here. Can you bring me to the red and blue door?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now
Yeah.
if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, yes. They mentioned this in the intervention. The music. Right. Well, the line certainly is getting creative. Big fat question mark made out of other question marks. This is peak environmental storytelling. Oh, look at this scene. What does it all mean? Were they having a scrum? A morning meeting and then somebody spilled the coffee? The coffee is floating! Look! It's not on the carpet, it's floating! Okay. Wow, the numbers are getting... low. Really low. Hey, you don't even have like a... Your desk looks special. Huh. Oh, the numbers are getting higher again. Wow, this line is doing whatever it wants. Huh? Ba 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 ba. I haven't been to this part of the building before. Annual reviews, monthly ledgers, corporate imbalances, consolidation reports, departmental accounts, personnel file. Whoa. What? What the heck is happening? Financial records, budget analysis. Oh. Whoa! Peer reviews. All the other 400 people gave him a peer review. Is that what happened? Oh no, this ain't it. This ain't it. We gotta go here. Line, you're taking me all over the place.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's got a lot of really green looking leaves. It looks healthy, like it's been watered recently. Okay, I got you. Foreshadowing. A crucial element of good storytelling.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Oh.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
It's a line. And we're following it because I'm a drone. I'm a corporate drone. I have no...
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you.
Line
after
TM.
Everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh. Hey, this time it's not a 2. It's just the normal Stanley Parable adventure line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay, that's the basis of sandbox games. Why have a linear story? Just create your own story. You are the creator of your own destiny.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
A story of a man and his narrator navigating the perilous hallways of circularity.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley,
UTM.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
TM. It can be the antagonist, or just a cool callback for the people who played the original The Adventure line, because, you know, returning players love callbacks. They want to feel like they're part of an exclusive club, like, oh, I know something about this game that you don't, because I'm such an experienced veteran player.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Yes.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Fantastic. Oh, God.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
They're making you.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
Narrator.
whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
If you never restart, you'll have
So-
done it.
Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
I can't tell if this is the 5th restart or an actual restart.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I guess an actual
Stanley
restart.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Never
he had
been more
simply
glad to
missed
see
a
you,
memo.
Bucky. But maybe not this time. Hold on. Yeah, this one I remember now. This is, you gotta find 5 computers around the place and input the thing, right? So I guess I'll do one here and I'll look up the rest of them. But, what was I trying to do before this? I don't even remember anymore. That was a confusion ending, and that got a little bit, again, horror-like with the, existential crisis. Is everything we do already predetermined?
Stanley came to a
That's,
set of 2 open doors.
very scary thought.
He entered the door on his left.
Me uploading videos onto a YouTube channel, is this all predetermined? Somebody already wrote this story and I'm just following the steps? God, who knows? We
This
can
was
try to
not
go
the
to
correct
the
way
to the
meeting
phone
room,
again.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well.
The
Perhaps
phone
he
beyond the
wanted to
lift,
stop by the
and then, you know,
employee
either
lounge
unplug
first,
it or
just to
answer it.
admire
Last time we went there with the
Standing
bucket.
now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Or did I? No, that was a confusion ending. We're done with that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I haven't forgotten about the blue door, but I'm saving it for later because I feel like it's gonna
Stanley,
be
I think perhaps
like a
we've
good
gotten
one.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
No.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To
Is it
put
my-
your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Is it my wife?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Wifey? I don't understand our marital status. Where's David? Do you have David? Do you have custody of him? Why haven't I seen him all this time?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
Ugh.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Mariella can be my wife. You wouldn't even have to make a new model. We already have one for her. I mean, looks can be deceiving.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Hey, my apartment with my wife is crappier than the one with Bucky. Yeah, this is the same ending, but without the bucket, right? Good morning, employee 427.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Well, somebody's gotta do the button pushing, right?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
It's menial, but somebody's gotta do it.
But in
This
his
is my
mind,
work desk.
In his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys. Wait, which boys? The coworker kind of boys, or like my twin sons?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
Yes.
It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepare dinner. Why isn't my wife preparing dinner? I mean, not to be sexist or anything, but I've had a long day at work. Wifey, do you have a job? Do you have a job? I assume you have a job too. Okay, I'll cook, fine.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he
No.
began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called
God,
it
not the baby.
The Stanley Parable.
I have multiple kids. I thought it was just David. No, I've got two boys. Oh, this is news to me.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Wifey, I love you. I love you. I love David, and I love, Paul, whatever my kid's name is. I love you. I love our family.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Well, maybe a little bit of sleep will fix this.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
But I'll be listening to you if I don't press it. But if I press it, I'll be listening to the text. I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. I gotta pay the bills. My wife, David, Paul.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I question nothing.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. and I tried again.
Whoa.
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
You know, sometimes the narrator can be real condescending, huh? Just because you have some influence over what goes on here doesn't make you the god of the world, alright? I feel like you're playing God with me. Is that what you're doing? I hope not.